Ooh-wee. Best in the world is ready at long last. Today we're looking to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The best in the world is ready to grace the sands, grace the arenas. You know what's crazy is that I didn't even realize my mic was on. So you guys are hearing the real, raw feelings of the relentless trader. I've watched this show called Spartacus a while ago, and so they always spoke about how it was such an honor to fight as a gladiator, to fight on the sand, to fight in the arena. And as I step into the trading arena here today, it is an honor to be here. It is a pleasure to be here. It feels great to be here. There is no better place to be than to be here right now in front of the screens where our dreams can become reality. Are you with me? Are you guys hearing what I'm putting down? It's another beautiful, glorious day. What a time to be alive. Okay, with that being said, remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky. Remember that most traders do lose. And so, it's best to be careful. Do not use money that you cannot afford to lose. Remember, copy trading does not work. It's best to utilize simulators, small size, practice, improve, become competent and experienced before increasing your risk. Remember, my results are not typical. Remember, I do not invest for my subscribers. Remember to be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first. And then lastly, be careful now also of fake advertisements. People are stealing our content and trying to run ads with them, right? So be careful there about that. So that's the full disclaimer. Now we can jump on in here to the gap scan, beautiful gap scan, see what's moving and what's not, and compile a watch list. All right, hit that thumbs up and let's get ready to lock in. I'm watching. Let's see. So I have CIGL up here. CIGL. There's also, actually, hold up. CIGL up 150% with over 52 million shares of volume. This actually looks pretty good. It's looking like a good uptrend here for the most part. Strong and steady throughout pre-market. Good couple of green candles mixed in. And right now we're consolidating here, coming into the pre-market highs. All right. So looking at our current range, we got highs of 22, lows of 66. Okay. How are we doing on the daily chart for CIGL? A lot of times the current range in pre-market is not really respected once we get into the open, but it's still good to map it out just in case, right? So right now we're up around 420, so we're somewhere here. And the high of this bear flag was 440. So maybe if we're able to break over 440, there might be some more room to keep going. Nothing looks super obvious besides, of course, the massive drop-off that we had. It gave a big move here back in June, pushing up. I mean, quite impressive, really, for anybody who might have been invested into the company. Looks like the IPO was around 380s, $4, and within a couple of weeks, 25. and then 30. So this looks like a bit of a bottom bound CIGL. I'm actually going to check here quickly just to see what kind of news they have. I'm using Momo Pro to check the news. I still have Momo Pro in my back pocket, as a lot of you guys will know. Momo Pro is directing me over to a news article here. Let's see. Hold up. Momo of the Pro. Terms with Concord to put drivers in Singapore. I mean, that's 22 days ago. Benzinga has something here, like 12 industry stocks moving in Thursday pre-market session. Gainers. I'm actually not like seeing the actual headline. Whatever. I don't usually ever check the news anyways. But and the point is that this thing is up and it has volume. That's all I need to know, right? The reason I don't look at news is because in the past we've had so many great headlines that where the stock just failed miserably. And I've even seen the most terrible headlines, as in, hey, we're going to be bankrupt in 2-3 months, and stock goes up 800%, you know? I mean, there's been some wild stuff. But anyhows, it looks good. The daily chart, you know, it's a little hard to determine where we could potentially see resistance. But, you know, so far so good here early. So this one will be on the watch list. BRIA coming down. BRIA. This one started in after hours. Pushed up to 644 from lows of 260. Not bad. You know what? After hours and pre-market trading is like the same thing, right? So some days I actually only traded after hour once. I think I might look into it a little more. If I'm ever here at the close, it's like, why not? You know, we have the tools to do it. And it's the same type of price action as pre-market. So we just have to look for what we love to trade, setup-wise, price action-wise. And if it's there, we go for it, you know? There might even be less noise, I think, in after hours versus pre-market. BRIA, daily chart. By the way, I'm going to start up my screen recording here quickly just to get that out of the way. On top of the day trade dash scans, I also use the free scans on YouTube, the Zendu scans, because, you know, why not have multiple? This one calls out the name of the stocks that are like hotter, so it's always good to have everything. I'm using everything at my fingertips. What is this? Why does the chart look like this? Hold up. BRIA. Let me use E-Trade here. Man, this chart looks terrible. As in, like, before today. I mean, today it looks good, right? With this big green candle, but it had no volume here. So this is a good-looking daily chart. 437 if we can hold. 437 was our all-time highs. And right now we're back down a bit, so 437. At first I'm like, whoa, is the chart glitching out here? But you know, it's just the volume is just so light that the candlesticks looks kind of clunky. Which is perfectly fine, no problem. I don't know though, it looks like it could be backside already, right? I mean, it's such an impressive move, but it's down so much, so we'll need an incredible red to green here if this is to be strong. Maybe starting off with break of 5 and then going from there. BRIA. Moving down on the list. BSLK. BSLK. Courtesy of Day Trade Dash. You guys can check out the link down below if you're interested in the scanner. Links are down below. That way Ross will finally come to the team house. Right now, Marcelo's been FaceTiming him every day, begging. That's not true, but I'm making a joke here. Let's stay focused. BSLK. 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 648 highs. Big pullback here as of recent. Let's see. It's a good red to green so far. You know, will we get up to the VWAP and then maybe some more? On a couple, the last two, you know, we'll be looking at the red to green. BSLK. Daily chart, definitely not the strongest. I don't love this daily chart. I mean, we'll have to see. You know, we'll see what it does. It's kind of messy on the daily chart. Moving down to the next one. ZNB, how does it look? Time? How are we doing with time? 4 minutes to go. ZNB. I gotta start coming in earlier. I gotta show up at like 9:10, 9:05, I think. 9:15 might be a little too late, brother. Now I can look at more stocks in more detail. Yeah, ZNB daily chart here is not as bad. I think there's a little bit more room for this one to go. 327 and then 502 as key levels. Today we have a date with destiny. Today we have a date with a nice sweet green day. I can feel the aroma in the air. I can feel the success. I can see the winning trades and the beautiful setups that are about to come. By the way, I think into the open, I'll watch CIGL and HWH. Those are my top two. ZN, BSLK, Z. Sounds like a fire truck. Hopefully the neighborhood is fine. I'll actually mute my mic here. All right, let's pull up the 10-second chart now that we had a good look. CIGL. All right. Okay, looks good. And then everything here looks good as well. So HWH continuation stock, I definitely think is worth keeping an eye on. You know, in prior markets, we've had more obvious like trends of continuation, but because the daily candle made the new high, you know, 777 is an obvious target for HWH. It's given a good move a couple days ago. I think for those reasons, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on this one. And it's trending up nicely here so far. We might even be able to see the opening surge trade. I have it off screen, but I might look at this one first. My Thinkorswim is feeling laggy. Not what I want to see to start the day. It is actually opening up here a little bit. Will we be able to sustain this move? Highs are at 74 for HWH. I can move quickly. I'll pull it up on screen here. Taking 60 dip, tight stop. Looking to be on the offensive early if it continues to hold up nicely. Adding at 70. Can we see over 80 again? Tight stop. This other one is moving up too, but I guess I'll miss it. It's fine. HWH, the one I'm watching at here. Trying for the breakout trade. I'm going to chase it a little bit here. 07. Will we see a little more? Not quite. It's not instant, but it looks like it'll go over time. Come on. 60 was our support. Will we hold? No, we will not. Well, okay, that's fine. How's the other one doing? CIGL. Are we able to hold up here? We're gonna gift back the early flag that we had there. Which one is the hot one? Which one is the hot one? ZNB. Oh, it looks like ZNB is the hot one. Late to the show, but better late than never, right? 75 highs. We got a high of 296 for ZNB. Maybe it keeps going. It's possible, but want to be careful here. High. No shares to short. Man, HWH right back down. We took all the correct trades there, and the pullback just didn't hold up, you know? If the pullback was strong, we would have doubled our gains and kept going. I'll take the couple cents. I'll wait here. There's a big seller, 67. I'm going to take my starter here and look to add. Our 5-minute candlestick is red, not looking to see us go a little, that much lower. Tight stops here. Can we hold the line? Big Steve, can we hold the line? If this candle can recover, we should be able to see 75, 80 pretty easily. There's 75. There's 80. So now can we see 85, 90? It's a quick pop though. KB, K of the B. Where are those bulls? El Pastor holding with diamond hands. Waiting patiently. New 1-minute candle, 15 seconds out. I'd say we're looking all right so far. Just being patient. Looking for 90. High 80s and 90. What will it be? There's 80, 85. Whisper into my ears the sweet songs. All right, nice. It could go through high of day here. Let's see how it does. It could. If the volume is right, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Tight stop. And 90, 88. Okay. All right. I might try again. What's it going to be? I am using a little bit more size today. You know, as yesterday when I reviewed, it's like I needed to be more aggressive sooner into the move. So trying to be a little bit more aggressive today with size. The volume is active here. We did not go as low. I mean, maybe we did. All right, maybe we did. Holy smokes. Dip for me, dip for me, dip for me. Now fly. Ay, ay, ay. It didn't fly, but it's a great move nevertheless. I did sell a bulk of my position early on the dip, but okay. Fair. We did hold some shares. We got a new high of 3. Not quite a break of 3, though. Do we need to pull back again? Or are we going to try again right here? I'm in. Tight stop. What's it going to be? Watching for over 3. 97. Not quite over 3. It's still here, though. Okay, it might be a little too risky. Waiting a bit. 336 is the halt up above the level. What's the time? We've been pretty accurate so far. We got to be careful if we do start to take losing trades. We got to be very careful and to size down drastically if we do encounter turbulence. Seems like our support level might have moved up, which is not a bad thing at all. Okay. It's all about the fills. If I can get good fills. Oh, small loss there. 14 highs. We ended up getting a great fill, I think, on that trade. We got a new high of 17. It is feeling a little heavy here. I want to respect that observation and wait. Our 5-minute candlestick is pretty bullish and still has time. I'll watch high or low here. There's high. I'm taking it. And I'm going to lose there. Not good. I was up on realized 10 cents and I still lost there. Not good. I have resistance marked out at 27. Maybe we might have some trouble here. Oh, man, those trades are always the tough ones, you know? All right, I'm going to size down and just be a little bit more careful here, just in case it's cooked. There's a bid. However, we're dropping. It's definitely a little bit more choppy here. $78,000 shares at 310. Okay, you know, okay, aggressive. All right, that's what I like to see. All right, that was a good trade there. It might be setting up for the next move up, but we have to break over 330 without like false breakouts, you know? It's active. Holy shit, it might go right here. Jeez. I'm gonna chase it. And chasing it is not gonna work. Fair, fine. I kind of fumbled there because I had the entry and I sold early thinking just take the 5 cents. It opened up the moment I was getting out. Okay, gotta be careful. Having some choppy trades. Gotta size down. Gotta just keep to 1K size and wait. I filled 93, which is not the best entry there. I'm gonna go to the disclaimer screen here quickly. There's something I need to do in my settings. Hold up. Okay. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. V-shape red to green. And 327 is resistance so far. Over 327, room to 502. So what that means, and being that this is our 5th day in a row seeing strength, if this stock breaks over 327, I need a big position, and I need to not dare touch it. I just need to hold it and wait, and have a stop in place. And I can position myself to be in nicely in areas like this, assuming it holds up. So I'm going to start to take a position here, small size. Small size and just build a small position. In case this 5-minute setup ends up being good, I already started building a position and can have something, you know? All right, not bad looking here. Now, it's not guaranteed it goes over 327, so I'm going to still take something in a sweet trade like this. But on the breakout, I mean, when it goes to break out over 27, if it does, that's where I want to be in with a massive position. Like right here, is it going to do it? It's like it could rip right through 30 here. Go, 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 go. Oh, I sold too soon, man. All right. This is where I'm going to look to take that position. Will it hold, though, is the key. Or is it going to be false breakout and me losing buying high? There's big bids. And it still comes down with those big bids. See, it's churning, man. I'm like in, out, in, out. It's not like just right to 40. If it's right to 40, I just hold that position right there. Come on, we can do this. Where are those bulls, KB? KB! Let's squeeze the short sellers here into the moon. Once the first short seller covers, we'll know. We'll get a big spike to 45 or something. So I should have, man, I didn't imagine it going all the way here. I could have just held that trade down there, but So hard to tell. We'll do a red to green or right up to the highs and over the highs. I was thinking 310, take some profits from 290, and then, see how it does. Mm. I ought to keep watching at it here. We do have a higher low. So, not the trade I'm looking for, but I'm going to stick to 1,000 shares until it goes. I still want to try to get that trade, but for now it's proving difficult. We're right below the resistance. We're holding up for now. Will we squeeze through the level and give the short sellers a heart attack? Or will it be Titanic and the bulls taking a heart attack? My average is 14. This might be it. This has to be it here. Is this it? Is this it? Ay, 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 ay. We only got the 22 right there, man. I should have just took that. I'm trying to hold longer in case it does just rip, but hope is not saving me here. I must sell and take the gains. Hope is taking me to the depths of losses. Back down to 1K size. Stock is getting mad now, man. Like, come on. How many times do we need to try to go? Held up 3 right there, though. I need the breakout. So I have to have more patience here. We're seeing a 5-minute candle that's red. Gotta be a little bit more patient. Coming down to smaller size. Coming down to smaller size. Reducing the risk. Right now is just to be patient, retain my mental capital, position myself to do well with in the next move with small size, assuming there's a next move. I think I was a little hot there towards the last 3 minutes. Time to slow it down. The last thing we need to do is to give back. What I like here is that our 5-minute candlesticks are still uptrending. We're still seeing higher lows. Oh, wow. 93. So much for higher lows. BBLG, how's that one doing? Maybe it's time to switch gears. Switching over to BBLG, which is taking off here over the pre-market highs of 318. I'm going to keep this one up on the screen for some time. I'll look at BBLG on the other screen. I got to get a new HDMI cable. My HDMI cable to this other monitor is messed up, so I'm like seeing pixels on the screen. I think it's from the heat. I have this mini Sapporo display thing on top of the computer, and I think it was just too hot. Come on, BBLG. Spread your wings and fly. BBLG, perhaps the next hot stock here. I should have bought there. I should have took that. I saw it. I should have took it. Can we see over 70? Bro, I gotta like not hesitate ever. I have to eliminate all fear and second guessing. Oh, that turned out to be a good trade. Dip, dip, dip. Fly, 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 fly. 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. BBLG. A surprise move right there, I'd say. Shit. This one is difficult though. I don't think it's as smooth as the other one. $87 is our high. Gotta be careful with that. That's not great. I could have easily got caught in that. That's not good. Although we did hold up at 40, which is not a bad sign. Actually, I forgot to change this side. BBLG. I think I might do more single screen because honestly, it's like a little easier having to remember to switch the other screen all the time. Although I know some people love to see the 10-second chart there. It's a good bounce here, back to 70. I'm not in, which is not ideal. So I'll be looking for an early pullback. That's not a pullback. That's going to go back to the lows here, depending on how high it goes. If it tops out right there, I'm not going to look for anything early. It might be too risky. They gave me a pretty crap fill for where I bought, but you know, okay. Let's see how this rodeo goes here. Tight stop. This is what it feels like to trade with more swagger, you know, like to trade with a little bit more urgency, a little bit more confidence, and not like some frightened child or something. Is the breakout worth it here? I, I, I don't know. Maybe. Like a madman, I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to take a small loss. Mad Max Trading. Mad Max. It's holding here for now. But can we continue? Or do we need to pull back again? I might try it one more time. Over 80, over 80, 85, 90. Bro, every time I hold to give this thing a chance, man. And now it goes when I stopped out. Oh. This is where Tim says, you dirty dog. And it's a false breakout. Half the gain's gone. Just like that. Half the gains wiped away. See how close it is? It's like I could have easily, I was in at like 70, 73. It goes to 79. It comes back down to 70. I stop out at 70. Then it rips to 98. When I should be capturing that sweet trade, I'm taking a loss. Twice. The fine line. I could have easily caught that move and went up to like 800 plus on the stock. Instead, I'm down to 250. The fine line, man. Not personal. MC. What's the name of this thing? NCI? Is this one any good? How are the others doing that we looked at earlier? Gotta check back on some of the watch list stocks. It's the frustrating part with trading sometimes. Like, man, for how I know how to trade, like I did everything I was supposed to do there, and then the stock stops me out to then go. NCI curling up. You know, let's get good old RT out of this move so we can rip. Once he's out, we can fly. See, and that what I'm doing here is taking it personal, and it's not personal. Like, I need to shut up and move on, you know? So that's what we'll do on NCI. Tight stops, small size here to start. The low, all low is 67. So I'm going to check out the other ones from earlier. AIHS. BRIA, no good. HWH, no good. CIGL, no good. BSLK, no good. Nothing looking spicy here. NCI, it's early. It has range. One to be careful with. But it could become something. Maybe NCI could become the next stock here. Small size for me. We might take the early day too. We've had some turbulence along the way. It's like it's so difficult to just make money and not lose, you know? It's like the freaking losses, they just have to come somehow. It is inevitable. I've had just a few days where I've just like made money, and lost nothing off the top. And those days when they do come, that they feel so good. Oh, it's not even tradable. I gotta call Charles Schwab to take an order. So this one is, I mean, I could trade it on Guardian actually. All right, I'll take this small dip that we're seeing here and watch for the bounce. Bro, how low are we going to go? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to try one more time at 40. Please do not blaze me. Goodness gracious. It better go to at least 62 because that was a massive drop. We need at least 60 to make sense on the bounce here. If not, it's just a slap in the face. $67 loss. CIGL could give a red to green, but it's kind of early. Now is the time to go on the sidelines. I'm going to watch it CIGL and then rotate on the other screen. CIGL could give a red to green. Actually, can we? We need to get over 337 here with high volume on the bear flag. If not, it is cooked. Let me see if there's any call outs in the live stream or the chat room. Let's see the chat room. Big Steve mentioned BBLG. Did it go back up? CIGL in a key area here. Throwing out some baby size to get my toes wet and then watching. Does it have what it takes? These trades are risky because there's a lot of times false breakouts, right? So I don't want to rush it. I'll take 39 if I see it. It is fighting. It is fighting. What is it going to be, up or down? Looks like it's going to be down. I'm going to try to short 31, but I'm too slow, and there's also no shares. It's right back here again, despite that bit of a sell-off. Is the second time the charm in this area. Holy no, it is not. Jeez. If Big Steve is down $100, you already know it's the world ending. Dinosaur changing. You know that famous meme of those guys dancing with the coffin on their shoulders, right? In these other cultures, they actually celebrate when people die. Like, you know, they celebrate the person's greatness instead of. I mean, you know, you can be sad, right? I guess that's part of it, but it's not like the funerals that we'll see here, you know, where everyone is like in black and crying. It's more like a parade or something, like a carnival, you know. When the pastor passes away at 96 years old, we need the trading world to celebrate the glory and the greatness that was Relentless trader at that time. No tears, just a parade in the chat room, a parade on Twitter, and maybe a physical parade too, depending, right? It would be the greatest meetup of all traders. What am I talking about? Okay, is anything moving? BBLG curled back up. Oh man, these guys are strong though. DLTH moving up. DLTH moving up. Is it worth it? Does it look good? Volume is gaining volume. Spreads look all right. It seems kind of volatile though, so smaller size for sure. Highs are at 86. I'm gonna take the 65 starter here. Lows on the candlestick are all the way at 40 though. Hold up. Maybe I need to wait some more because 40 lows are pretty depthy. That's the thing with these early stocks is like you gotta be careful that they're gonna hold up. Nah, bro, I don't know. This might be slums. See, this is where I think, I mean, I could leave. It's a good day. I could leave. Then I'm gonna have, I forget the guy's name in the chat room is gonna ask me, Pastor, why are you leaving so early on a good day? 68. What I need to do is to be patient right now, though. There's nothing looking good, so you just have to stay on the sidelines until further notice. DLTH is back up to 80 after a low of 51. I did take 60 entry, but the volume just seems so light, you know. There's 89. Maybe if it rips over 4, gains more volume, hits a scan, some more traders are aware of it. shit, I'm muted. Holy crap. I was saying there's shares available to short. Shadow, appreciate it. There's shares available to short. Small short trade there. Over 4, this one maybe could be a little bit better if it gains a little bit more volume, you know, hits the scans a couple more times. I'm risking it going short here. Risking it for the biscuit. There's actually a bid. 10,000. Oh, there's a seller now, and there's a massive seller. Although I'm chasing it. Back over 90, I'll stop out. Take the couple cent scalp. I feel so dirty here going short. Feels wrong, but the gains are gaining here. I'm joking, by the way. BBLG, big green candle there. Can it hold over 360? If BBLG holds over 360, I'm going to be interested here. But it is sinking. Let me check the YouTube stream here. Is there any call outs? BBLG, BBLG. Walk away. NCL not tradable. Yeah, right. I know, right? Today is more reminiscence of the normal RT, right? The RT without fear. Although today we still hesitated in a few areas. But above all else, the momentum today was also pretty good too. I have to credit the momentum as well on the other stock. Nice volatile, going in an uptrend, short, you know, good size moves in a short time frame. In terms of Momo Pro, in terms of Momo Pro versus Day Trade Dash, and I know I promised to make a video on this like months ago, right? Like 2 months ago already. Day Trade Dash is built for small cap traders and momentum traders. Being that Ross is of course like a momentum trader himself, he's like made the scans to look for exactly what it is that he would want to see on a stock on a daily basis. So this one is very tight towards small cap traders looking to trade volatile, low float stocks. The gap scan is good. The high of day scanners are good. and it also has the 10-second chart, which I do utilize. Momo Pro, also pretty good. Although I'll say this one's a little bit more broad of a scanner. This one I'd say will cater to people who are also mid-cap traders and large-cap traders as well. So if you're somebody who's also doing like swings and like other things, this is also a platform that you can, you can look into, right? So in terms of the gap scan here, this one is personalized for me. CIGL, ZNB, BBGL, DLTH, pretty much the same as this scanner on this side, right? So the scanners are good on both. Where I think Day Trade Dash has the advantage is in the high of day scanner. Again, being that Ross is like just small caps, the scanners are like almost like a pre-loadout, right? Like you don't have to really go in there and mess with any of the filters. It's just there and you get what you need. Momo Pro, you will have to go into the settings and configure the high-low stream here to get all the stocks that you want to see, right? But I think that's where Day Trade Dash has the edge in the high of day scanner and then the 10-second chart. However, Day Trade Dash is $200. Momo Pro is $30. I think depending on where you are with your trading, or if you're just well off financially outside of trading, you can utilize Day Trade Dash if you don't mind the $200, or maybe it's a write-off if your business is set up in that type of way. If not, Momo Pro, is the option for the cheaper approach for affordability. I mean, like for me, like I do well. I don't know. I'm kind of cheap, but I'm a little cheap, but you have to sometimes if you want the absolute, again, it might be like what a percentage or two better, maybe 5% better. How much could that help you in your trading, right? If it can really help you improve, I think it makes absolute sense to go for it. If it's something that can maybe hold you back financially, then you use the other one, right? So you have options. There's also free scanners on YouTube. But for me, I don't love the free scanners because the day that the person decides to not show up is the day the scanner is gone. Versus the paid scanners are like a subscription and, it's going to be there. BBLG. Holy shoots. I'm missing it. Too much talking, brother. Slacking. Over 60, it gave the pullback and everything, man. I could have already been in. Lost it. Will it be so kind to give me another dip? That's not the entry I'm looking for. We had highs of 80. I mean, I could take the starter here, but this is assuming we get a higher low. I could add 3 times. That's fine. I wasn't comfortable in that trade. It's going to go. Okay, 80. Bro, what a freaking move that was. I got filled 85. Interesting. We had 413. See, this is what happens when you're late, man. I don't know. It looks terrible here. Just a false breakout. What a beautiful move, though. I mean, I'm just too late. See, this is what trading is about, like these small things like that. This looks like it might be finished. We'll have to see how the 5 minute count. I mean, it's a young candlestick. We'll have to see if it holds up the support here. I don't know, these last two couple of trades, I tell you, man. I feel like these bottoming wicks are a tactic that short sellers like to use to make the stock look worse than it actually is. Because you could get one share or 100 shares, 10 shares to fill down there, and then the stock looks like it has a massive drop down. You know, like that's easy to do. So it's like manipulation, I think. Manipulation. Manipulation at its finest. Or I don't know what I'm talking about and it's something else. Nope. Bro, I'm done, man. I'm tired of this chop right now. I think I'm gonna walk away. I think I'm gonna walk away. The day is done. DLTH. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna just lock it in. It's been a good day. It's been choppy trading the last 30 plus minutes. DLTH is back up, but you know, is it worth it? It's a low pullback below VWAP. A big red to green. Will we be able to break over the double top at $4? Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. For those of you going distance, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, continue to look forward to the setups and the opportunities that you know and love. Other than that, you can always check out the links down below. What I gotta do, I'm gonna add Momo Pro back to my description as well. Why not talk about both scanners, right? Big Steve. Big Steve, this is not a competition, man. We all have to work together. And the key is for us to beat out the short sellers, you know? As long as stocks are going up and short sellers are getting squeezed, then we can go to sleep at night. But when there's chop and stocks are flushing down in our face and the short sellers are winning, that's when we're going to have nightmares. Okay? Take care, guys, on YouTube. Check out the links down below. Tell Marcelo we miss him. Marcelo can come in the live stream whenever, right? If you guys want, we can get him to stream tomorrow for the whole day. I'll just come in at the end or something and do the recap. The team house guys, Marcelo, all these guys, any one of them can come on this channel at any time. It's just if they want to. Marcelo live streams in the chat room every day for the students, but you know, I mean, if I ask him, he'll do it, but if I don't ask him, he's probably not gonna do it, you know. And he can give a full video on the issue that he had with YouTube after trading. We need a conference. Yes, we do need a conference. Tim, get Tim. Yeah, I mean, I can. I'm going on a vacation. There's like a mandatory vacation that I'm gonna be going on in November. So in that time, we can get all of them to come on the channel. Marcelo, Tim, and Save. I know Save said he wants to do it at least once. I mean, it is pretty cool. It can be, there can be pressure if you're not like where you need to be mentally, but it's pretty cool at the same time, you know. I mean, there's like 600 people, 700 people. If I start in pre-market, it'll be like 900 people. It's a lot of people. Save can give his Filipino backstory. Tim can talk a little about pressure washing and his trading at the new platform. The Mighty will talk about the new platform he's on and also his camping journey, because you guys know he's probably on the Starlink and somewhere in the wilderness trading. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Mighty had bought a massive truck, like a camping truck. The Mighty is in the woods right now, camping. Without any bear spray is the crazy part. His video game cards. Bro, don't underestimate Crispy, alright? Crispy is a big dog. The team house, the students, the people I've spoke to throughout the chat room over the years. I haven't met one person that was like a crazy person, you know? Everybody's been so good. You learn a lot from these people. Good experiences, good conversations, and of course a ton of study sessions throughout the years. Countless hours of review sessions with everyone. There's also, I forget this guy's name. There's also a guy in a chat room that like I mean, this is why the community is so impressive, you know? There's a guy in a chat room that's like, nah, man. This is back in March when I was like trying this new strategy after the team house. This guy like messaged me every day for like 2 weeks or like a week. Like I'm gonna make sure I get RT here, and he wanted to show me something in my trading from like the prior month that he was like, I think you're messing up on this area here. Like, who does stuff like that? You know, like it's so like it's insane, right? The community. We're very blessed to have a good community here. I couldn't have asked for a better community. And Tony, man, Tony really wants me to grab him. Rare KB appearance. KB is in the. You know, I got to make KB a moderator here, man. KB, you want to jump on a video call? KB, I think it's time we jump on a quick video call one of these days, man. I'm free right now if you want to do it. And don't tell me that you're camera shy. The Schwab commentary? Is Mighty on the run from ICE? Oh my gosh. That's a bad joke, man. Whilst I do agree we should have filtration at the border, there's also been some sad situations, you know, where people have been here for some time and have, I guess we can't call them citizens per se, but they've been great people contributing in a great way and maybe living for even 5, 10 years, you know, with a house and family and then ripped away. I think those situations are a little bit more tough, you know. But the people who are like, you know, just openly just, hey, you know, scaling the gates, I guess you there could be more of a conversation there, right? What the president has said is that they would like people to come in on like a merit-based system. Because when they just come straight in, when people come straight in, you don't really know everyone or what you're getting. But I don't know. That's a tough situation there. Not to get into the politics. Don't bring anyone on. Just stream. The LTH, if it gets over 410 here, I have small size, 500 shares. It's just not going. Can we go through 15 already? Like, what's holding us back right there? You want to hear the logic behind what? Can we get Marcelo? The people love the mighty, I see. The mighty stock trader. Wait till you guys see the video of one of the students. So one of the students that came on the trip, shout out to Enzo. This guy knows MMA. So he was like teaching me a few moves. And I'm pretty sure one day at some point this video will surface. I think Marcelo or Tim might have it. I'm not sure. But this guy had me like a crazy headlock, man. And you know, it's like when the student surpasses the teacher kind of thing, you know? MMA at the team house. MMA. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I mean, sharp, we'll see. I think because my account has been in like this drawdown for so long, I've been like flying under the radar. Oh yeah, Tim did RKO me into the pool too. Man, the things we do for content, I tell you. Oh man. DLTH is still here. It's still, flirting with 410, but it doesn't seem like it wants to push through the level. Okay, all right. Not the 3 cents I was looking for. It might not be bad for like just like an opening range type of trade either, but not what I'm looking for either. This could end up being good. I'm gonna be patient. I mean, I'm not gonna get the opening range trade here, but that's fine. If it's strong, there will be other opportunities. I need to be more reactive. There was a bid there. I didn't jump in. It's a couple cent move up, couple cents. Mm, mm, brutal. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Double top. I'll try one more time if it goes. I was hoping for a bigger pullback. It just was so tight down there. time. And now it's into the new candlestick. I got to be very careful with this trade, just in case. Just in case it wants to give out. But it's a good bounce instead, which is great to see. I'm going to bring some size for this breakout. Can we rip through 50? We have everything we need. And no rip through. That's a great dip, though. I didn't expect it to do that well. Let's back up immediately. But we're right here on next candle is where we'd want to see 50, 55, 60. And like that next big run, but stalled out 45. No immediate reaction. Only 17,000 shares, but still. Feels terrible. Big level here, 45. What's it going to be? Come on down. The price is right. Although, as long as it's not a flush out. It looks like we're seeing a higher low. I'm only going to take a starter because I don't love it, but it looks like we're seeing a higher low. It's not how I thought this was going to play out in my mind. It's going to work, though. It went a little lower than I would have expected. It looks like it might take off here. Dang, man. I took 19, you know, I took 19 right there, but it just dipped down a little too much to like 13 I saw. Like, I don't know, it might be flip failing. Like, I didn't expect below like 15. I think it was that the low was 11. Son of a gun. If that's tighter, I catch the whole move there. I'm not making any progress, which I don't like. I'm gonna size down to 1,000 shares max. Do we have daily resistance, DLTH? Yeah, we do. We actually need to get through like 460 and look a little bit better. Jeez Louise, dude. That is so close right there. And that was a loss too. Hopefully it can open up though if it gets over 60. We have daily resistance here. If we get through 60, we need it to open up, like give some bigger candles, you know, less resistance, less heavy. Where are those bulls to push us through the level? KB, are the bulls still alive? It's just flirting with the level here. Maybe short sellers are getting squeezed. Are they getting squeezed? I'm taking the long here aggressively high. And it is still here. I was gonna say maybe short sellers are like, you know, hammering it, but 3 cent, 6 cent breakout. And the small losses are adding up. I need to sit down too. I gotta get my chair. So is this a rejection of the highs? Maybe. My short is extremely late, but I'm gonna take it anyways. Will it flush down some more? Maybe not. It's too late of an entry though. There are shares available. Our last 5 minute candlestick was extremely strong, so chances are is that it does hold up, but you know, nothing wrong with the quick scalp down. So that dip is gonna work. It's back to 50. Big red to green here. I can do better. I gotta be a little bit more locked in on this thing, I think. Gonna keep to the small size and dial in here. Jeez, peas, All right, that is my cue. That is my cue. $100 loss to end the day. No bueno. I was not expecting it to break down because of our last 5-minute candle. But that daily resistance might just be... And actually, I mean, this is a good double top, right? So expecting the support to hold up again might have been a little too high of an expectation here. Now, in hindsight, it's obvious, right? Double top rejection. And I'm bringing down the desk here to get my chair, so I'm like not even watching the price action to see what's going on. So taking the leave, getting out of here. All right, stay safe, stay green, hit the thumbs up. Catch you guys tomorrow in the recap, and then tomorrow again. Likewise on YouTube. I'll catch you guys. Yeah, the short was nice. If I would have gotten that short if I was watching it early, I think. But depths for me. I hope you made some nice sweet gains from the past store right there. As they say, it's a zero-sum game. All right, somebody has to lose for someone to win. All right, take care, stay safe, stay green. Leaving with the I'm up just shy of 1K, 977 here. I'm also red $60 on the other account, so $900 day. Just, you know, as I mentioned a while back, like everything was just choppy after a point. Like we couldn't make any progress. We did decide to shut it down, but then we saw this one and we ended up staying some more. But yeah, take